We're trying to find the right kind of server. Maybe it could be you, being a light to whoever's in the dining room. You'll be the host with the most, giving service with a purpose, making seniors feel welcome when they talk to you. And behind the scenes, you'll be prepping and cleaning and rolling silverware, wiping down tables and sweep. And not the glamorous part, but it comes from the heart, because providing a welcoming environment has meaning. And if they're feeling down, you'll be the first to notice. Interact with intention, interpersonal focus. So reporting what you see is a valuable key for us to love our seniors well and provide what they need.
Well, hello everybody once again. Today is Friday, July 9th, 2021, and I hope that you brought your appetite because today we're serving up some delectable culinary department careers. My name is Lenny Hernandez, and do you smell that? Smells like opportunity. Well, let's jump out of that lousy frying pan and back into the fire. What do you say? Well, the pandemic has certainly shaken things up around the world, and Arrow Senior Living is no exception. While our residents may have been immunized, our staffing efforts haven't been immune to the effects of the pandemic. And one team that is in need across our company is our culinary department. I know, that's right, our culinary department. Working in the culinary department at Arrow Senior Living is fantastic because it's not like working at any other restaurant. No late nights, the restaurant opens at 7 in the morning and closes at 7 p.m., and that's 7 days a week. So you're home in time for some rest, relaxation, and plenty of sleep. Your schedule is set. No wondering what next week will look like. And your pay is set too. So paying your bills never depends on the whims of your patrons. And the food is delicious, made fresh for each guest. On top of that, you have regulars all day, every day. It's like having a restaurant full of grandparents who adore you and are always excited to see you. And I've been to our communities and I've seen it happen firsthand. But look, don't take my word for it. Now let's go chat with Chef Sean Jensen, the culinary director over at the Township Senior Living in Battlefield, Missouri, so he can tell us all about his experience working at The Fields, one of our Arrow Senior Living restaurants. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get straight to it. How did you come to work for Arrow Senior Living?
The short story to the long story was my wife and I were looking to move to Missouri, and I saw this job on Indeed and applied for it, and a month later I was here.
What did you do there in Denver prior to joining the Arrow family?
My job before Arrow was I was working for he's a certified master pastry chef and a certified master baker. His exact words, if it's not perfect, it's not worth putting on a plate.
How long have you been at the township now?
I started here in the very end of November. I love the fact that we have a little bit of a work-life balance. Being a chef and working in culinary, you don't see that very often. And I love the fact that I'm meeting and feeding pretty much the same people every day. So I'm building relationships with our residents, and you don't get that too much in regular culinary arts world. Well, on a personal note, I have 3 children under the age of 6, and I just kind of now I'm starting to feel like I'm in a part of my children's life. Beforehand, I was working 16, 17, 18 hours a day, 6 days a week. So it's getting a chance to balance home to work. That's a pretty major benefit.
Well, what is the benefits and the differences of working front of house at an Arrow Senior Living community, is specifically there at the Fields at Township?
Being a server, you get to really impact a resident's life. You become more of a friend to them, not just somebody that's here trying to take care of them.
What makes working for us as a server in our communities so much nicer than working at like a restaurant?
The best thing is that you get paid a set hourly rate. We don't work for tips, and you're not going to be here till 2 o'clock in the morning, still cleaning, doing all your server work. You're going to be here from a set schedule.
And it is basically an all-day dining style from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.,
Yep.
Correct?
That is correct.
So you're not going to be working until like 2 in the morning and then doing like a clopin where you close at 2 in the morning and you have to come in at 7 a.m., right?
Well, even if you get off at 7:30 at night, 8 o'clock at night, you still have some time in the day.
You can watch all the sports events at night.
You could still go out and have some life.
Arrow is really big on saying that we will hire for heart and then train for the skill. So if you've got a big heart for residents, for seniors, and you want to help take care of them, even just in the day-to-day, a server is an amazing position to kind of start.
Working as a server can take you a lot of places in your life, to a lot of different positions. There's no harm in trying. Everyone gets to learn, everyone works hard, and we all work together. So an Arrow definitely helps out with making sure that we work together. There's a lot of support everywhere for everybody.
Can I say on camera here that at one point I was a server at a community?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sean, thank you very much for sitting down and talking with us. That was absolutely great.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Sean, for sitting down and telling us all about your experience in an Arrow culinary career. If any of this sounds good to you, go to www.arrowseniorliving.com/contact/join our team to find an Arrow community nearest you and apply. Come on, what are you waiting for? Well, and that'll do it for me today, folks. From everyone here at Arrow Nicely News, I'm Lenny Hernandez. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next Friday.
Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started back doing the things you used to do. Well, I said, Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started back doing the things you used to do.
Chef's kiss all around.